Like, oh my God, you cannot help yourself.
What?
Like, you lucky you found me, because I would have been left this day.
Oh my God!
Phone Jones, don't pick up the phone. Phone Jones, phone Jones, phone Jones.
And we're live, world. Thank you for tuning in to another segment of Do-Rag News. I'm your guy, Rich Freeman. And of course, we got the scoop. This is election week. There's been stories coming up left and right. But who's gonna win? That's what we gotta find out today. Stay tuned for more.
I know motherfuckers be confused as shit at the polls and shit. Like, they get there, only think they gonna vote for the president. Then it's like 50 other names. They'll say, who all these other people? Nah, y'all didn't tell me this shit. Nah, y'all didn't tell me all this shit, though. You can't even use your phone to Google, niggas. Like, look at this nigga. Hey, can't use my phone? I'm trying to look niggas up. I don't know what this is. I don't know who I'm voting for. Niggas be in there trying to get the blackest name. Like, fuck. Gregory, that's a black name, right? Get him in there. Get your brother in there. Shout out, yo. Road 12. Who that? Supreme Court Justice, who that? You valid? Yeah, but I'm gonna vote for him too, though. Fuck it. Damn, I vote Democratic 3 times in a row, though. Let me get somebody else in there. Get a Republican in there. Fuck it, dog. Can't get this shit straight down like that. Ain't doing that. Yeah, son.
Well. The moment that we've all been waiting for since the beginning of the year, and throughout COVID, and throughout the summer. We're here, and it's election time. Biden versus Trump, Trump versus Biden, Democrats versus Republicans, crazy people versus sane people, whatever you want to call it. Some more division, and most of us are surprised by what the polls are looking like right now. I can tell you honestly, for me, I did not anticipate that Biden would be up. It is too close to tell who has the win, but it is looking likely that Biden will win the victory as president for this election. Now, most people would ask themselves, how could Sleepy Joe, the man who just stays indoors all the time, be able to be like the winner, be able to come out of this election as the winner? But it does say a lot more about people hating Trump than it does of Biden's campaign ability. Think about it. He hasn't come outside the campaign, yet he has a sizable lead ahead of Trump with more electoral votes. And Trump is indoors on Twitter making a lot of noise, but he hasn't showed his face on cameras. And that's really a shocker because we know Trump, he loves to be in front of the cameras. Why is he staying quiet? Why isn't he being in front of the cameras? Maybe it has something to do with him knowing that this looks very slim for him. I don't know. I digress. But nevertheless, I know Democrats are happy about the position that they're in. And when you see somebody like Trump out here making accusations of states and alleging that there's corruption with the ballot, it's starting to make it seem like, he's just trying to throw anything at the wall right now just to keep his position in the White House. So we really don't know what's to come, but we will keep you updated.
I'm not here to declare that we've won, but I am here to report when the count is finished, we believe we will be the winners. With all the votes counted, we have won Wisconsin by 20,000 votes, virtually the same margin that President Trump won that state 4 years ago.
And now it's time for one of my favorite segments on Durag News with Sue's Vegan Vibes, where Sue shows you her wonderful produce in her garden and shows you wonderful meals that you can make. Sue, what do you got to show us this time?
Hi guys, welcome back, Sue's Vegan Vibes. I've missed you, it's been a minute. Today we're going to talk about some delicious meals that we can do towards the autumn-fall season. And what I want to show you incorporate today is using your oven and roasting these delicious vegetables, okay? So today what I'm going to bring to you is a honey nut squash stuffed with seasoned rice. Honey nut squash is the cousin of butternut squash, but it is made smaller, it grows smaller, and it's sweeter. So this is perfect for the recipe that I want to show you today. As we are roasting the honey nut squash, I want to show you how to incorporate some other vegetables on a sheet pan. Get those roasted. You can use those throughout the week, and we will also use those in our meal today. So let's get started. What we're gonna do, it's gonna start like that, all right? And then I'm gonna take the honey nut squash and I am going to go ahead and cut off the end, okay? And I'm gonna slice it down the middle lengthwise. Then I'm gonna go ahead and scrape out all the seeds and put that aside. You can actually dry those, roast those, and they're very great in protein to put over salads, but they don't produce a lot of seeds for this tiny little squash. Scoop out all of the flesh. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take my olive oil and I am going to go ahead and massage the honey nut squash, prepping it for some spices. I like to take some garlic powder and onion powder. That's a combination here, and spread that in. I'd also like to take some black pepper and season that generously. I love the taste and the flavor of smoked paprika. Let's put that on there. And we're gonna top that off with a little Himalayan sea salt, okay? And a little trick, we're gonna take these and we're gonna turn them over when we're gonna roast them in our oven, because that's gonna it's gonna serve as a seal and a steam, and that's gonna cook our squash. While we're roasting our beautiful honey nut squash, we're gonna incorporate some other vegetables to roast. So here I have some Brussels sprouts that I've cut in half, cleaned, and then I also have some cauliflower. So we're gonna have that together. We're gonna season these up the same exact way we did our honey nut squash. In addition to our Brussels sprouts and cauliflower, we're gonna have some sweet potatoes and yams. So I'm gonna simply cut that down the middle. And basically, we're gonna make some wedges out of this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I just wanted to show you an easy way to incorporate roasted vegetables with all the beautiful nutrients. Every bite we take is either feeding disease or fighting it, so let's have food be our medicine. Thank you.
Unfortunately for Donald Trump, Georgia, which is traditionally a Republican state, has voted in favor of Biden. Now, that could be because of the mass turnout of black voters that came out and drove this year to vote. But either way, Biden has the lead in Georgia. Like I said before, at this point, it is too soon to tell who can win. Trump does have a chance, but it is very slim to none. It's like being in the fourth quarter with a minute left and you're down by 10, 15 points. You're probably not going to win. You could win, but it's not looking likely. So just make sure that you stay safe. They're saying that people might come out and start rioting because Trump doesn't win. I don't see that likely happening, but let's see what happens. This is Do Rag News. And it's time for Dick Thoughts, the moment that we all been waiting for. We're going to check in on my guy Dick Johnson to see what's on his mind. Dick, what up though?
I realized I gotta get in the zone before I do my thing. If you don't know, now you know. This is Dick Thoughts. I'm your guy, Dick Johnson. And no, I am not here trying to sell you any bean pies, but I do want to talk about the American pie. Let's get into it. I guess I'll start with this follow culture. This following craze. All we do is just look for followers and we just hope to be following cool people. It's so funny because when we grew up, our grandparents and our parents always told us, don't be a follower. But now all we do is being a follower and get followed. What part of the game is that? I just heard that the baby's older brother committed suicide. So I definitely want to send love and prayers and good vibes to whoever is affected by this sudden random occurrence. Right now is the best time to build a relationship with ourselves, but I know it's not easy because we are distracted. And I know most of us are all crackheads for social media. That's just kind of how it goes. So if you want to talk shit about people being cracked out back in the 80s, just look at yourself in the mirror because you cannot put your social media down. You need to know what the fuck is going on in the world. Addiction. I remember when I was younger and we would go to the supermarket and once we're at the register buying all our items, you see the tabloids and you see all of the stories and the craziness. I wouldn't buy it, but I would always be interested to see what kind of story they had because every time you go, there'll be a new story. Just like Instagram. You just see a caption, oh my God. You click, and then you click, and then you click, get stuck, click, get stuck, click, get stuck. Now, I know if I was your substitute teacher walking in your classroom looking like this, you already know the lesson is about to be lit. No matter who's chosen to sit in that house for the next 4 years, do not get sucked into the game. They say it starts with the village, but the village is small. Remember, you have the right to have your voice be heard, but make sure you're not getting lost in the herd with all of these herds being heard. All right, I know why I'm here on this earth. I have to give the good because I've been given. And I do have a secret to life. Listen up, I have a secret to life that everybody needs. The key to life is research. Research shit. It's cool to know shit. It's not cool to not know shit. Make it cool to know shit. It is cool to know shit. Just know shit.
We really gotta make knowing shit cool. I'm telling you, don't I look cool? Just like Scooby-Doo. The saying goes, I would've got away with it if it wasn't for you meddling kids. Investigate your world. You know why? Because you never know. You may be able to find the answer to stop some of these monsters that's making bump in the night. The game is discipline and distractions. Understand that what you feed into will feed into you. So always do your research. Don't let somebody define what your reality is for you. That's what you gotta find all by yourself. It is work, but it definitely is liberating. Try it. I'm your guy, Dick Johnson. This has been another set of Dick Thoughts. I cannot wait to see y'all again. This is like 39 episodes in. We almost at 40, good God. I'm just shrugging my shoulders off because I got so much more for y'all and y'all just don't even understand. So stay tuned, stay smooth, stay brave, stay with that praise, and always plant your seeds. Till next time.
Yo, it's the Bodega Boys in the building. You know what I'm saying? We rocking with do-rag news all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? Don't get your news from anywhere else. If it's not do-rag news, don't trust it. It's fake news. It's fake news. Fake news. Do-rag news all day, you right? All right. Tie your straps and do-rag tighter. Here.
Another thing that we have to bring attention to is the overpopularization by mainstream media to suggest that there's going to be riots and heavy protests in opposition to who's going to win presidency. Now, I know they talk about it. They say that because Trump may lose, that could, cause, some Trump supporters to come out and start attacking and rioting. To me, I just see it as inciting a riot more so than mentioning it, because think about it. The more you hear that this can happen, it's gonna have you walking around in fear, thinking that you have to watch your back because you might be, chased by a Trump supporter, like you're in a horror film or something. So one thing that we have to stress is too that we have to take the media with a grain of salt and just try to stay right in the middle and not fall for the, obvious propaganda that's going on. Yeah, I know we've all been focused on the presidential election, but in your ballot, if you noticed, there were other questions on the back for you to check yes or no to. Some lucky states like New Jersey, South Dakota, Montana, and Arizona all voted to legalize marijuana. Now, that's something that we wish we could get in New York. Unfortunately, we're still behind, but luckily, our sister state of New Jersey is gonna be legalizing marijuana. They voted yes for it. It doesn't mean that you can just legally smoke out yet, but in the near future, you will be able to grow, sell, and distribute weed up to an ounce, and you have to be the 21 years of age to be able to legally smoke. All right, so even though we can do it, of course, there's still gonna be some laws. I do know Montana will be having a 20% tax on the weed because they know it's gonna be making money, like all states. If you look at the history, all the states that have legalized marijuana have made billions of dollars. So this billion-dollar industry needs to come to New York. Let's get it. I'm glad that New Jersey has legalized marijuana, and it looks like I'll be spending a little more time in Jersey to smoke. Shout out to all my smokers, you know what it is. And for those of you who got your do-rags on tight right now, I know you've been waiting for this moment. Do-rags and hip-hop with my guy, Chaos 360. Chaos, what's the scoop?
What's good, y'all? It's Chaos 360. It's another segment of do-rags and hip-hop. Let's go! Today, we'll be talking about a rapper from Brooklyn, a man that's very important in hip-hop and reggae culture. He has the most artistic and crazy videos I've ever seen. One of the fastest spitting rappers, the blood clot big dog, Busta Rhymes. Today, we shouting out our Long Island artists like we always do. My nigga Guap De Niro, 450. For the Guap, it's out on all platforms. Go get that. You know everything we put on here is fire.
Let it go through his vent. Yeah, cash out kings, see you through the tent. I'm feeling like Ford with the shade red lens. I using the cup for the backbone. Nigga move like chess, cause these hoes that boy. I took a pebble, she came with stilettos, and I turned her into a gem. The hundreds I make it go diamond, and all of these hoes, they fucking with him. Fucking with him. That boy, like, look what he did. Ride around Jersey, and I feel like kid. Came at heads, I don't need no kicks. I don't want leg, baby, I want wigs. Been going hard since brand new tens. Bitch, I'm the wave, the fan. Got a new wave when I jumped in. Most of these niggas couldn't swim. We make a movie, they may talk about it. Got bitches DM, can't do nothing about it. Turn to the max, no value.
Oh wait, teamed up, spill drink, it's a new cup. Oh bitch, with a new butt, we 10 toes, you a pooper. Yeah, we never giving no jewels up, we on the scene with a stick in a Ruger.
Busta Rhymes was born in Brooklyn, but he moved around a lot. From Brooklyn to Long Island to England, then back to Brooklyn, where he went to tech school with Jay-Z and Biggie. Now, going to school with Jay-Z and Biggie, just him knowing them, of course, he grew up as a legend. Busta Rhymes is one of those artists that you have to big up. Studying the Jamaican greats in dancehall and being a rapper gave him a wide range of creativity. The energy that this man put out was dynamite energy, and that always made him an outsider or made him stand out. Songs like Woo-Ha, Put Your Hands on My Eyes Can See, Dangerous, Give Me Some More, those are songs that he just killed the game with. Give Me Some More was actually my favorite song as a youngster. I mean, not the song, the video. If you saw the video, this shit was crazy. From the beats to the lyrics, Busta Rhymes was all around a solid artist. Still relevant to this day. Now you can't forget Busta Rhymes' best friend and hype man, Spliff Star. Together, they fucked the stage up with their Caribbean style and the hands waving and the feet moving, you know, all that shit they be doing with the, you know, they killed the game with that. Everybody else thought it was cool to just come up on stage with their hats, you know, hat down, you know. That was corny. They killed the stage when they came on it. Nobody could compete with their energy. Busta Rhymes was the first rapper to do a song with Janet Jackson. Shit. And I don't care what none of y'all say, Busta Rhymes was one of the first rappers to do a song with Janet Jackson. Shit, I don't think she did another song with any other rapper. I mean, I tried to look it up, I didn't see it. She actually requested to do a song with Busta Rhymes over the radio. I bet y'all didn't know that. And I know that was a best experience that Busta Rhymes had doing a song with a singer, especially because it's Janet Jackson. I know y'all remember that video, What's It Gonna Be? Crazy thing about that video, Janet Jackson was wearing these rings on her outfit and her fingers and, you know, all over her body. Now, that's not the crazy thing about the outfit. The rings, there was actually cock rings. Like, Shorty was wearing cock rings on the outfit. Now that makes y'all want to go back and watch the video right now, because I know I did. I was like, hold up, what the fuck? Busta Rhymes recently released a new album called Wraith of the Gods. If I didn't hear it, but I know it's fire. So y'all go support the brother and go cop that album on all platforms. You already know. And we appreciate what you did for our culture. This is Chaos 360, and it's another segment of Do-Rags and Hip Hop. Back to you, Rich. Yeah, I'm about to burn a large spliff after this one.
And of course, we must give a congratulations to Alonzo Jacob on his win as ISOP's District Court Judge here in Suffolk County. That's a family friend, and it's great to see somebody that we voted for be in a position to make some change and power. So Alonzo, congrats to you, and hopefully we can link up soon and just talk. Hope all is well. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Do-Rag News with me, Rich Freeman, where we keep it a buck and we keep that do-rag energy every week. From February, the start of COVID, to November, at the start of the election, we are still here covering the news and the stories that you want to hear about. Make sure that you hit us up. Let us know if there's any stories, any topics that you want us to cover. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure that you follow us. You know, we have a lot of good stuff in store. And shout out to our sponsors. Shout out to Silky Durags. Shout out to Promo Potions. And shout out to everybody. Thank you for watching. This is Durag News. Keep that Durag energy.